And I will ask a second finalist, and that will be you. It's a gentleman called Ad Kumar Ja. He comes also from India, but he managed to come, get a visa, get a ticket, even though he's not even 16 yet. And he will introduce you his project called HepaEase.
Hello. So imagine having abdominal pain. Oh, can I have the clicker? I don't have the. Yeah. Sorry. Let me tell you about myself. Right now, I'm a high school junior, which means I'm in 11th grade right now, and I'm 15 years old. I'll be turning 16 in 10 or 20 days. I come from Mumbai, India. It's the financial capital of India, and it's a really beautiful city. I would recommend all of you to please visit it and give me a ping if you are there. Okay, starting with the presentation. Yeah. Imagine having abdominal pain and weight loss all of a sudden. You go to see a doctor, but you later find out that you have been diagnosed with liver cancer, one of the most lethal cancers in the world. And the only options that you have right now is either opt for medical treatments that cost you thousands of dollars or just count your days left. This is the case of millions of people around the world every year. Hi, my name is Ad Kumar Ja, and I'm here with HepaEase. So, talking about what I'm trying to develop is, it's a disease. So, talking about this disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I'm pretty sure most of you have not heard about it, but to give you a very quick overview about what this is, it is something that might be affecting at least one of you in this whole auditorium. And I'm damn sure about it because it affects 25% of the world's population. And that is a crazy statistic. So non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is a very significant silent disorder, mostly because it affects non-alcoholics, which is a large part of the cluster of our population. And secondly, because it's asymptomatic, which is why it's a silent disease, it's a silent disorder. There are no symptoms to it, and you would hardly notice any type of changes in the body when it's basically trying to affect you. And that is the biggest downside of this disease, I would say. So there are no current diagnostic methods to diagnose NAFLD. The only diagnostic techniques that we have are for liver cancer, which are mainly CT scans. We have biopsies, we have blood tests, but the major disadvantages that we have with them are they are expensive, they are inaccurate, they are invasive, which means they take a part of your body. For blood tests, they take your blood out of your body. For a kind of biopsies, they take a part of your specific organ. For liver, they take a tissue out of your liver and then conduct tests on it. So it's quite painful and may cause complications in the future. So enough about the disease now. What am I trying to do here? So when I was in 9th grade, I just thought to myself, like, why do we even treat cancer? Like, wouldn't it be great if we just detect it early? Like, there would be no logic to like go for thousands of dollars of treatment if you just detect it early and just have some subtle changes. So what I did was I developed a two-phase solution. The first was an early detection kit and a risk assessment machine learning model. For the early detection kit, I tried to read some research papers. What is the current work that has been done in this specific field? And I found out that I wanted to use a non-invasive body fluid, which means I didn't want to take any part of the patient's body, of the user's body. I just wanted to use something that is that can be easily used by any patient without any medical assistant, basically just being used at home, right? And it should be inexpensive as well, so that it can be scaled up, used by majority of the population. So I found out that there are two specific chemicals, which are 7-methylxanthine and ceruloplasmin, in everyone's urine. And these two chemicals significantly upregulate in their concentration in patients who are affected with NAFLD. And this is very specific to NAFLD because as the disease progresses further to cirrhosis, fibrosis, and liver cancer, the concentration changes again. So it is very specific to NAFLD, which helps us a lot. Moving further, for the early detection kit, I designed a paper-based strip, which I won't go into the technical details, but if you look at the image that's been shown, it's a very vertical kind of test strip that has a sample pad, that has a conjugate pad, and then it has a display area of the results, where once the patient pours their urine on the sample pad, and there is a set of chemical reactions that takes place in the conjugate pad, then in the results section, there are 3 lines. The 2 test lines basically tell you if you are positive with this NAFLD disease, and the last line validates if the whole test has been done successfully. So this is a really simple product that everyone can use at their homes without any medical assistance or any expert assistance. So that's how it works. And this is the methodology for how I developed it. So it goes through a certain kind of lab procedure. First, we have the pre-treatment of sample pad. Then we go for the nitrocellulose membrane. Then there are preparations of the chemicals that try to bind to the chemicals in the urine. So it's a pretty complicated process, if I have to be honest. But then again, by trying to read and by working in laboratories as I gain experience, I optimized the test strip where it is today. Moving on further, as I told you, the basic methodology, the workflow of the test strip is very simple. You just need to pour your urine, and as the chemical reactions take place, within 15 minutes of pouring the urine, the patient can just get their results on their fingertips. And it's a very easy qualitative analysis where you just need a visual analysis. If you have two test lines visible on the test strip, that means you're positive. And if you have none, you're just safe. And a very big advantage, I would say, for this is that this test is very simple, and the visualizations, as you can see. So the first test is basically invalid because there are no lines. As I said, the control line, the last line should be visible because that validates the test is successful. And the third experiment is a positive experience where both the test lines are visible and the control line as well. And when I tested my product on 50 patient samples in a laboratory in 9th grade in 2022, I got an accuracy of 66.67%, which at this point might seem pretty low. But given that the sample size was really low, I think this can be improved further as I increase the sample size. So it's all a part of the research experience, the research journey that I'm trying to do. And when I compared these results with the existing technology that's been used, like blood tests, and then liver biopsy, and then ultrasound and liver fat score, as you can see that my blue bar is almost competing with these results. So I think as I increase and work upon this further in the upcoming years, I'm surely very sure that this can be used in the diagnostic industry. Now, coming on the machine learning model, I won't talk much about it because it is very simple. You just need to input your medical values into it, and it would give you a quantitative risk between 0 to 100% of how likely you are to develop this disease. Now, concluding. Now, just to be very honest about this is a very simple method for detecting non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And as I already told you that I don't even know if I have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, but just by testing myself on this test strip, I was one of the first people to use my own product, and this just gave me a sense of security. So I want to launch this as a periodic assessment kit because most of the people don't go for medical checkups. As earlier at the expo, I was talking to people, and basically no one remember when they had their last liver checkup. So I just wanted to launch this as a really inexpensive and accurate detection kit that everyone can use on a timely basis, 6 months or 12 months or something like that. But that's my main goal with this. And I hope that someday I can actually launch this as a product and make this a significant breakthrough in the diagnostics industry. Thank you so much.
Wow, isn't it incredible what's possible in this age?